What up? Welcome to another episode of From the Script to the Screen. This is the My Hero edition. Season 6, episode 19 was just released. As always, my disclaimer before the episode. If you guys haven't seen the episode this week, make sure you watch it before anything. Might discuss some spoilers, so I don't want to ruin anything for y'all. With that being said, let's get into it. Episode 19 covered chapters 307, 8, and 9 of volume 32. This is the cover, not a spoiler. By now, you guys have seen Lady Nagant. One of my favorite covers for sure. Got a lot of respect for Lady Nagant. If you haven't seen the preview, I'm pretty sure you've seen her in the opening by now. You'll know who she is, slowly but surely. And again, great episode. Shout out to Studio Bones, like always. I enjoyed what they were able to do with the panels this week. A moment some of us have been waiting for a long time. But as you guys know by now, Deku has taken it upon himself to try to take care of the situation in Japan. Full vigilante mode. If you haven't, if you want to get more of an idea, the My Hero Society around that type of time, as always, that's why I always say check out My Heroes Vigilante. It's pretty dope. And like again, around that time, you get more of a experience, you get more of a view of what it was when things were a little bit more lawless. And getting into the episode, as you guys can see, it starts off, it's all action. We're starting to see some of the effects of the prisoners that were released. So you guys see that they've sent some of the students and some heroes to try to recruit and get the citizens under control, try to bring them under one roof. We've learned that the campuses have been turned into basically fortresses, so they're trying to have the citizens evacuate and kind of bunker down until the heroes are able to get things under control. But like I mentioned before, you see that the citizens at this point are a little hesitant. The trust in the heroes has been lost. So they've taken it upon their own hands to protect their own cities, protect themselves. But like the heroes had tried to warn them, Muscular, who appears, is not the same as these other petty thieves. You know, Muscular is somebody who's really out for blood and destruction. And we see that while one of the students tries to engage Muscular, doesn't go so well for him. We know that Muscular actually has a pretty difficult quirk to deal with. The fact that his muscles are able to reinforce himself. He has 12,000, if the number's probably off, but he has extra muscle fibers. Step in Deku, who makes a grand appearance. One of my favorite panels this week for sure. Like I said, Deku has engaged with Muscular before, and at this point, in my opinion, you can start to see just how much Deku has improved, how much stronger he is now. He comes in and kind of is able to blow him away with one shot, something that took, like he mentions during the fight, he was able to withstand him at 100%. So we see just the growth and just how much Deku has been able to improve in just a short amount of time. Also due to the conversation with the previous wielders of One For All, and noticing at this point that all the quirks have undergone a major upgrade. And again, why I wanted to shout out Studio Bones this week, because like I said, they did a great job of illustrating these panels. And just like how the episode made it look, this was a quick fight. Again, like I mentioned before, they have fought before, and Muscular thinking that it was something that they would be able to go all out. And through this little sequence, we see how Deku is able to use multiple quirks at one time. He's using the 5th Black Whip, the 6th Smoke Screen, and he also uses the 7th Float. So we see that, like I said, he's doing multiple things at once. And through his conversation with the 6th user, he mentions to him that quirks are something that he needs to use as tools. They're not necessarily finishing moves. But if they're put together and strung together in a well put manner, we see just what Deku's able to do with him. One of my favorite panels for sure this week. Like I said, it was a real quick fight, and now Deku at half his strength, he's able to put out Muscular with one punch. Like I said this week, this was a one punch academia, and you see that Deku has come a long way. Like I said, he was able to take care of Muscular with one shot, and now, in my opinion, you could just see just how far along Deku has come. And I say that because towards the end of the episode, we see through the conversation between Deku, All Might, and his mother, and the doctors, just how much Deku has improved, because he was able to minimize the damage to himself just by reinforcing himself with Black Whip and just being able to use his quirks better. Like the doctor said, instead of him basically damaging his body from the inside, he was taking damage from the outside. So we see that Deku was able to protect himself better. And just his determination to be able to use, now that he understands exactly what's going on, his body is becoming more accustomed to One For All. We know that he has the strongest form of One For All, so all the quirks are a little bit more upgraded. So he has to be a little bit more careful getting the stronger versions of everything. But we do see that he is making a little bit of progress. His body is able to withstand it a little better, and he's being able to wield the quirks better, more in his favor. So slowly but surely, now fast forward to the fight, we see that Deku is becoming a force to be reckoned with. So like I said, great episode, and you see now that Deku, All Might, Endeavor, Hawks, and Best Genius have somewhat teamed up and are gonna try to control the situation and go after the League of Villains and the rest of the villains that escape. Another panel I enjoyed this week was Deku having an embrace with his mother. We know that his mother has some concern due for the new circumstances that her son has to deal with. We know that All Might had promised to her before that he would look after him, but things have kind of kicked up a little bit, and of course, mother's just concerned, but Deku tries to reinforce to her that, you know, he's somebody that appreciated how much his mother showed some support for him when he first was able to become a superhero. And, you know, the situation is serious, so he does have to take it upon himself to basically save the day. Looking forward to it. Like I said in the beginning, if you didn't see the preview, you see that there's more things to take care of. We see that Deku, anyway, took off and is trying to take after somebody else. He's trying to chase after somebody else. So next week, we'll see more of Deku. And let me know what y'all thought about it, man. Peace.